Okay, the moment everybody been waiting on. It's time to put the 2.4 setup onto this, the 1958 Dodge Coronet. So let's start taking this apart and swapping everything over. The valley pan I like to use is from Pro, and the number is 1214. Reason why I like these, they have the heat crossovers blocked off already, so you won't be heating up under the intake. So that's the part number for that, 1214. Well, the intake's on, so get that much done. And this, I'm gonna do it for tonight, and tomorrow I'll start on some more of it. But yeah, it's getting closer. Now there ain't no turning back. I gotta get the carburetors built and put on and get it fired up so I can get it out of the shop. Alright, the carburetor's just sitting on there. They ain't bolted down or anything. I just wanted to see what it would look like, but we ran into a problem. The radar's against the heater box, which ain't no big deal. Take the heater box out, because the heat don't work anyway. And I did mark it where, in case I decide to put it back in just for looks, I can cut it out, but it don't work, so might as well take it off before I get any further, because that's not going to work. I'd rather have 2.4s than a heater box where the heater don't work anyway, so might as well take it off. Alright, one setback. Alright, the rear carburetor has been rebuilt, and it is going on for the final time. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me put those nuts on there and do the final tighten down on that. Now, the front carburetor, I just got finished rebuilding it. Got to put it on. Now, just got to put those nuts on there and that'll be on. Now, what I'm going to do, there's a hole where the heater box was. I'm going to take the rear carburetor, open it wide open, and zip tie it wide open so it'll hold it, and I can adjust the linkage to get this one wide open. That way it'll help hold it for me. That way both of them will be in wide open position, and they should be set where they'll work together. Now, let me zip tie that back. Alright, that's zip tied back. I hope you can see it, my hand don't get in the way. But pull this one all the way back. And I adjusted the linkage where it barely slides in. It's got a little snug, but alright, that's where it's going to be. Both of them wide open, so both of them should work together. Now, let me cut the zip tie and put that back together. But don't forget to cut your zip tie. Now, got all that tightened up. Both of them works together, and both of them's at wide open throttle. Okay, now run the fuel line. Alright, got gas in the carburetor now. Let's see what happens. you open the doors up and let it run till it warms up some, and then start setting the carburetor. That's one thing you got to do. Make sure it's warm before you start setting the carburetor. So I'm going to get the doors open and hook up my vacuum gauge and let it run till it gets warm, and we'll go from there. Alright, where we left off, I was going to hook up the vacuum gauge and open the door, let it run, warm up, and then start setting the carburetor. But let's go ahead and do the throttle linkage to the pedal. We'll go ahead and do that right fast, and then that way that'll be done, and I can continue on with setting the carburetors. That way everything will be just like it's supposed to be while it's running. It's running. I've been a little high, so it won't come down. I found out that the linkage for the back four barrel is a little tight, so I've got to bend that back for the loosen off, go back to idling. But it's back running. Alright, it's been sitting here for a little bit. Let's see what a cold start does. Alright, it fires up. Alright, everything's together. Still got to make my plate to cover up where the heater box was, but everything's together. Everything runs good. Do a little walking around. Alright, it's ready to go back outside and pull the demon in, and they're calling for maybe some ice tonight, so get that done and check back later, and I'm gonna drive it down the road for a little while, and I'll give you an update on how everything's working after going down the road. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and like I said, check back later and we'll do an update on it later on.